Go ahead.
Justin, at the end of the game, you probably were thinking, 3-ball to hand in my face again. But, how was it to get that shot off?
We went in the huddle, we drew that play up. Coach told me just to take the 3, so I took it. The shot clock was just running down, and somebody had to take the shot at least to get it on the rim, get a chance for a rebound. So it was just a nice shot. We shoot shots every day in practice, so it was just a nice shot.
And then, you guys had chances where, you could put them away, but they kept sticking around. But at the end there, it seemed like every time that they made a basket, you guys matched. So, what does that say about this?
Unless the game is a blowout game, the game it's just runs by each team. You can take. Coach just talks about teams, they're going to punch you. Can you punch them back and withstand their run? And so I think as a team, we did that great. We played tremendous defensively. He picked up guys only there getting beat, erasing shots at the basket. So, most of the credit goes to him on defensive end. He played a nice game.
Justin, how important was this win just to keep that momentum going from the Grand Valley game, obviously last weekend, and then Lake Superior on Thursday?
We definitely wanted to come back and play a little bit with more enthusiasm after the Lake State game. So I think we accomplished that tonight. I think we played tough and we're staying there run. I think we played well.
Billy, same question for you. Talks about this was the Saginaw Valley team that has been playing really well lately.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I think you got to understand the Saginaw Valley is a very good team. Their record doesn't reflect it because they had injuries and a couple. They had 3 or 4 of their top players out. So this is a team that we really thought at the beginning, before all this stuff happened to them, would contend. And you got to give them a lot of credit. They really kept on punching and coming back. And I really, if you look this week, I thought the Lake State game, there were certainly some issues where I thought that we didn't play with the effort that we needed to in some portions of it. Today we did a lot of good things. We missed some shots, but the good thing is that we kept on fighting. And when it came down, and what you got to have, if you're going to win a championship, is to be able to pull and make some big shots at the end. And we had some guys step up and make big shots and a couple of huge stops, especially like I said. And Keenan already alluded to it. Lou Williams was amazing today. 8 blocks at the school record. He flat out just was a dominating figure in the interior.
Coach, just talking the last couple of games, you guys have really made a living off turnovers and second chance points. What does that speak to your team to really keep the hustle on? Well,
that's what you're going to have to do. It's interesting because you start looking at the league, and in the beginning of the season, everybody's field goal percentage was way up. We were shooting almost 50% a number of games. We were shooting really well from 3, and I think some of that will continue to happen for us. But it's down what happens in the trenches when you get down to this part of the league season. And points off the turnovers and second chance points, we got to make a living in those 2 areas. And again, today we did both those things really well.
And then earlier this season, you were talking like, hey, if we can be perfect at home, 500 on the road, that's what we can do. But how nice is it, that you guys can come at home and defend your home court?
Well, that speaks a lot to our senior class. Right? We got some leaders and guys that have been around, and I think that makes a world of difference. They understand the importance of what we got to do at home, and I really think, without a doubt, every time we've been home in front of our fans, they've performed admirably, without question.
Matt, how important was it to extend the defense there with a 3-point shot? You guys make 12 3-point shots, and obviously when they key on Justin inside, how important is that 3-point shot?
Very important. It's like D-Gay. He's been off the last couple of weeks, and it was good to see him get back in the mix, find his rhythm and shot again. It just goes for Keenan's hard work, and they come down and double him, and we try to find the open spots. It's all credited to him. We just got to step up and hit our shots as seniors. So,
Coach, talk about the 1,000 wins and getting the 1,000th win here today and what it means to the program with all the people that have played here in the past.
Well, I think bar none, there's not many schools that have as proud a tradition in basketball as Ferris State does. A number of championships, some incredible coaches. You just go down the area and we have Ludwig, Wink. Those are 2 Hall of Famers that have been here before. And you look at all the great and tremendous players that have played through here. And it's nice for us in this program this year to get the 1,000th win. But this is a culmination of since 1925 of playing basketball. Again, that's a proud tradition, and we certainly are very humbled to be the team that actually got that 1,000th win.
All right, thanks, guys. Congratulations.